Right, welcome guys. Actually, which side is that on? Just see if I can just get rid of that. There we are. Just that little bit of the green screen not quite lining up. Okay, so welcome to Tabletop Tavern, which is a demo which is just coming out. Actually, that's a bit loud. Haven't looked at any of this stuff. I'll just turn the music down a little bit. Leave everything else on. That'll be okay. All right, resume game. So, Tabletop Tavern, what is it? It's pretty bloody awesome, actually. It's I've only got limited time today, and I wasn't going to be showing this game off. I've got like a lot to do and that's why I haven't been streaming for the last couple of days. It's just I'm super busy. But this little gem came across my desk yesterday. I tested it out and thought, wow, I've got to show this. So it's something I can show in a small amount of time. I've got about an hour and a half maybe. So we're going to be able to do a lot in this game in that time. So actually, there's a lot of things I haven't looked at, to be honest, and but I was so taken by it. Let's just get into it because of the lack of time. I'm going to go into, you can set things up like with a campaign, which is what we're going to be doing. You can go into custom battle. I haven't had a look at any of this stuff. So you've got all these different types of. You can set up each player essentially for the actual battle itself. Clear all units, prestige. So you've got like different prestige tiers as well, so units can level up over time. This is the Iron Legion back and through here. What else do we have? Green Tide, which I think has just come into, or will be coming into the demo. This is a demo I'm playing, and the Green Tide I think is a new addition to the actual to the game itself, where there's all these different sorts of characters that you then end up using. We'll see that when we get into it. What else have we got through there? The Raven Host. They look like they're sort of more like Viking type units. The elves, I'm guessing. Yep, Sylvan Archers, etc., etc. So we've got elves. What else have we got? Sanguine Court is the undead, which is not here yet. It's funny, I did actually have undead play against me when I was actually having my little play test of it. This is the Sakura Dynasty. What are these guys? These are more Eastern, so sort of more Eastern inspired. Deepstone Hold, dwarves. God, this game is so damn cool. So we got the Dracosaur Brood in through there as well. So these are Draconians, and then we've got the special, which I don't know what that is, Archers of Apollo. So there's a group coming in here as well. Hi, Sick, how you going? And so Nikolanic is in saying, I just finished dinner. When I saw the stream start, I recall seeing this game somewhere. Love to see what it's like. You know, that's the same with me. When they contacted me, they sent me an email yesterday with the code to be able to break into the special stuff that's coming in a couple of days' time in the demo. So you can download the demo right now. You just can't play with some, like I think it's the Green Tide has been added in and a few other things as well. So I've got a few extra little bits and pieces at the moment, but in a couple of days' time, that's then going to open up. And so, like in a few days' time, and so everyone will be able to then play the version I'm playing with. But you can download right now an earlier version. So, and I'd suggest you do it because it's a great little game. Anyway, there's a lot of content there, which is already a lot of content, and with more content coming. The game is supposed to launch back in. It's supposed to launch in like fairly soon, like within months, I think. So they don't have a date yet, but that is sort of on its way. Map settings. So you've got regions, fair few different regions in through there. The weather in through there as well, rain, fog, etc. Biomes. There's going to be plains, forest. You can seed. If I just regenerate, this will be a forest setting, which will then actually have other bearing as well on the actual map itself. Anyway, let's just get into an actual campaign, and the way it works is you're actually playing it in a tabletop environment. So you've actually got you're playing little tabletop miniature games, but it's really well done, like really well done. So Nikolai saying Nick is fine. There we go. It's probably going to be. I've only just woken up, so that will be good. Probably preload. Yeah, look, it's tiny. It's tiny as well. Like it took no time at all to load in. But I've seen it somewhere, and I don't know where I saw it. But I thought at the time, oh, that's a game worth watching. And so and I really didn't think I was going to be able to go back and. Whoa, hang on! I just did the wrong thing there. I wanted to go back to the menu. So I'll just open her up again. So I really didn't think I'd be able to cover it because I've got so much content that I've got to actually cover over the course of the next week. I've never had this many different games lined up back to back, basically. So I'm not going to have very much time to do extra videos of like every single day from tomorrow onwards is pretty much covered for until March. So which is great. Great for me, but it's and I really wanted to show it, so I've just had a small amount of time this morning. Thought, let's get into it. So new campaign. So the way it starts here is we don't have a real lot we can do in terms of like we just saw there the list of different people that were actually going to be in the game. Most of these are locked. All I have is actually this Sir what's his name? Sir Edric Valewood. Now, the little question marks don't seem to sort of work. A lot of the tooltips aren't quite where they need to be. Treasury, we start off with 10. The signature unit is the Kriegsguard. So this is actually part of the Iron Legion. So the Kriegsguard unit is going to be this is going to be our legendary melee infantry unit. And we can see down through the bottom there, like the different stats that it actually then has as well. Hero effect, the old guard. That noise is still too loud. Hope it's not too loud from your end. It looks okay level-wise. I'll just change my my settings down a little bit. Just let me know in the chat if it is a bit too loud. Hero effects, the old guard, rare. Units gain +10 leadership and +4 melee attack, and take back our lands. All units gain +2 charge bonus. Faction effects, so the Imperial Edict. So a first recruitment pack is free upon entering a town. This is pretty major in what you can then go and do. I wish I could. I can hover over it to sort of see what we end up getting. So we've got the Iron Legion there, but then we have another one here where his special unit is the actual the Deepwood Rangers. For the Green Tide, they have different things like Endless Hordes. Heals all units by 20% of their maximum health after winning a battle. It is a thing where you are taking the damage that it's done to you from battle to battle. So each of these is going to have their own sort of ability. It looks like I think the Raven Host is going to be like Raiders. Then we've got again all of these different types of units. But anyway, let's just go into the game. So we've got the difficulty level is going to be level 1. Now I don't know if I can change that. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, no, it's locked. It's locked. All I've got is this one here. If I go back to there, yeah, I've got to. So there's a lot of. You can see the promise of the content that's going to be coming. Starting gear. Now I did actually end up with a buckler shield. I found this in my run yesterday, so I'm going to actually see if I can actually grab that. Yeah, I can actually. Starting gear is going to be buckler shields, and so what this will then do is shielded units are now invulnerable to ranged attacks. So if there's a ranged attack, they're going to essentially be able to stop them. And I've got 2 shielded units. I've got the 2 Levy Swordsmen here. So they're the actual they're the shielded units that we end up having down in this other side. Modify the Stunning Army. I really can't because I haven't unlocked anything. I did unlock a. I don't know. It looks like it's sort of off the side there a little bit, but I did start to unlock some cannons yesterday. Anyway, there's nothing much we can really do with that. So let's just get into it. I'm assuming that's all we need to do. And how do we start? Deployed. That's all okay. Can I change those around? Oh, we're -2. So I can't do that. Double click to remove. There we go. It's only got 2 there. Start campaign. Yeah. So if I just go back into that again, yeah, it can no longer start. Okay. So I don't have enough gold in here to be able to do this. In we go. Okay. So and this is like a really cut down sort of simple version of like almost sort of like Field of Glory in one sort of sense, but real time, and but also a little bit like Total War in a sense as well. So when we start off, what we end up having is we have like a progression that we sort of see down through the table. So we've got sort of like this tavern where people are playing tabletop games, and so we have to start off with a path that sort of then goes through. Now, skirmish is going to be where most of the early stuff will be. For us, getting to a town is great. So there's a Ravenhost town. There's a deep stone hold there, village there. That's a village there. So we've got deep stone hold. That's going to give me that's going to give me dwarven troops. This was going to give me raider troops. This one here is the Iron Legion, which will give me more cohesive troops. So I'm liking the idea of going through the Iron Legion, but I also want to show you guys what different things have. As we sort of then come through, there's other aspects where there's events that happen here. These are picking up a unit. It doesn't really... It's a shop, sort of. Yeah, that does make sense. The more combat you do, the better. Now, we've got more iron... No, that's Talendor Castle, back and through there. That's going to then open up a... the elves, the Green Tide, orcs, and then more elves back up this way. Unknowns in through this other side. We get a few different sort of treasures back and through this other side. So running through the middle there is actually not too bad. We've just got to find our path to pick up those. There's a few unknowns, then a whole lot of other ones. Then we do actually have a Green Tide city there again as well. And then finally the boss fight at the back end there. Actually, there's another elven group there. I think it'll depend on what we find along the way as to where we want to head off. But our first decision is really going to be which of these three towns we move up into. I'm tempted to go dwarves, you know. So I think I might go that way. So let's just start here. So our force will then sort of move across. This is a skirmish, and we're going after greenskins into this instance. So we've got battlefield weather as clear skies. The battlefield is just going to be plains. We'll fight the battle. So it's not really... I mean, no, it's faster and light. You did have choice. It's sort of... This is the main part of it. And this is the real-time aspect of it. So what we have is I've got a group that's going to be starting back over here. They're going to be attacking me. Now, actually, I didn't have a look to see what they were all made of. We have to be a little bit careful. I'm just going to go and move these guys up so I can sort of stretch these right out or do whatever I want with them. I'm just going to leave them over this side. And we'll see what we end up having. Now, we're going to have to try to maneuver our forces. I'll just play it at half speed. These guys here are going to come charging in. We're going to be wanting to hit these pretty hard. So I'm just going to go and hit them as they come into range. And then we're going to attack these with these as well. So we'll dwindle these wolves away and get them before they can get in behind us. Whoa, there we go. So our guys are still sort of charging into there. They're diminishing very, very quickly. I don't know if, there's no keyboard shortcut, I don't think, for what's actually happening here. But we've got the... I'll just pause it there for a second. So our forces are literally just fighting these particular groups. So these are dire wolves. They're in melee, and they're losing at this stage. So we're attacked in the flanks is essentially what actually happened there. But so our force in through here is so even that there, they were coming to the side, and we attacked them in the actual flank itself as they were coming past. So that gave us a big advantage, and we can see that they've now almost completely just been destroyed. Our guys are winning. We've still got all 48 of our field pikemen, and so these are good against cavalry as well. So these have we've got all those different stats over through here as well, which I didn't really have a good look at. So these are anti-large. They're in combat. These are just common forces. This is the overall health that they actually have. So their prestige is only level 1. The unit count is 48 out of 48, and the unit kills. They've killed 7 of these guys already, so there was 24 of those. So we end up with a melee attack of 32. What do they have? They've got a melee attack of 26, melee defense there of 32 versus their 20, weapon strength 28, amount of damage a melee hit will inflict, so that's 28 versus their 33, so they do more damage there. Speed is 30, they'll be speed 80. Leadership 30, yeah, that's okay, that's the same sort of deal. The charge bonus of 6, so temporary boost melee attack, and weapon range. In this case, they've got a charge bonus of 40, so if they can do the charge, they end up with a really big advantage. And the charge impact damage is 25. So there's a lot of components to what goes on. We have to kill them off before these guys arrive, because they'll then be wanting to try to sort of hit these guys in the flank. And so we've got two groups of actual, these are Goblin Rabble, which are coming down through. If we hover over these guys as well and just sort of see what they've got. So we do actually have some archers, some scrap shooters at the back. And then we've got the melee attackers in through here. The Goblin Rabble only fights at 28 with 24 defense. So the quality of these is much lower than ours, but it's sort of almost even. So we're going to be needing to switch from this one fairly soon, and then sort of go back into firing on the others. So I'll let that one, in fact, you can sort of see through there, like, you know, that's showing that they're actually in trouble. And these ones here have sort of got like a bit of a rush of blood, I believe. So this is sort of working. It doesn't tell you what the impact of that is. Attacking the flanks and are braced. Yeah, so they're braced for the fight. So that's why they're getting a bit of a bonus there. Very, very cool, very simple. I really love it, actually. Yeah, Afnos is saying a game within a game. Cool, I get them. Yeah, no, it's a really, really good game. Like it was, and I really thought, oh God, I just didn't have time to really show it properly over the coming week, and I really wanted to, because I think this is a game that you guys are going to love. So let's just unpause again. We'll just go to half speed. Half speed is good speed for me. They're now running. So they're now going to run away. These have now turned back. Let's just go and start to hit these. And what I want to do with these is now turn them back. So they're out of the fight. They're down to 10 units. So let's just get ready for another flank attack with these guys. So we're already diminishing these. So they're charging now. Well, we can charge as well. And then we'll hit them in the flank. Now this is going to be just even fights. This one we will get the flank attack with these guys coming in. In fact, what I can do is just do this. And then I think I can press shift and then go and click that. Well, there we go. So you can sort of give like very, very simple orders. They're already diminishing. They're diminishing. So we're losing some units. So they've now been hit in the flank. And these are just this is just an even fight at this stage. They've now been hit, so let's go and smash those. Let's just go and hit these now in the flank as well. So we'll chase those away. Archers is just going to keep on sort of attacking those. And we're now sort of, you can see down up through here was the combat is all but over. Okay, they're now fighting. Oops, wrong spot. That should be the end of it. So the mass casualties resulting in major morale loss for the enemy. They're basically done. We've lost a few units here now. I'd say we've still got 48, which is good. Come on, should be the end of it. Just got to normal speed now. There we are, victory. It's really quick and easy. The battles get bigger and bigger, which is good. But that's our first battle. First battle done. Now, some of their little guys here have actually come in, and we can recruit them. So we might as well, because we've got like all these different slots. So let's bring them in. Now, when we bring them into the actual fight, so they've now agreed to fight with us. I don't know if I like the idea of having all the mixed troops. I do like sort of like specialized type forces, but anyway, this one does give us the ability to end up having hybrid units. I guess it's fine. In this case, they're quite badly wounded, so they can either participate in the battle or I can put them in the reserves. The reserves mean that over the course of time, they're going to get their forces back again. So they've only got 12 there. They need to get up to 48. So we'll just let them build up slowly as we sort of continue on fighting. So we've sort of destroyed those different units there. So we'll just go to continue. And now we make the choice again at this point. I've got a skirmish and then a castle, either one of these essentially. So I'm just going to go to this skirmish. And so this is also greenskins, where this time we've got two groups of the wolf packs with a couple of shooters at the back. So I'm going to have to try to get in behind. I'm going to have to destroy these as fast as I possibly can, and then go after these. Now we've still got full troops here, so the troops didn't actually lose any forces with that last battle. So I'm just going to do this next one. So they'll be coming sort of probably straight through the middle here, I would guess. We're going to have to use probably whichever one's on the flank. We'll have to use that to try to cause the issues. Let's just go and start the battle here. In fact, what I'll do is I might just move this one up again, just to try to sort of do some damage before they actually reach us. Start the battle. Well, yeah, they're going straight for the flanks in both cases. This one we're going to get a bit of a better chance at firing at. So as they come and try to flank us, now this one here we're going to need to get in behind, then just shift click. You can see there we're sort of not doing all that well here. We've smashed those ones. Okay, they're out of there. Just get these guys to now turn around and chase down the archers. Yeah, down to 39 now with these Levy swordsmen. There we go, that's good. Shades them in the flank. So then they're going to run. Hit them in the flank as well. They're being pushed right back. Yep, so they're now hitting the flank, and off they go. Victory! Continue. So really short little sharp games. Alright, we picked up an archer group, conscript survivors. You can see this one's now up to 24. Throw you into the reserve as well. So now this one here has taken a little bit of damage. But I want to get some of these up before I start to switch these around. So just go continue. So Froduck's saying, I say this is a little like Total Warhammer is an underestimate. This is plagiaristic down to the UI. No, this is nothing like it. It didn't even remind me of it, to be honest. Now this one here, because we're playing as the Iron Keep or whatever they're called, I can go into this castle. And the first one I get is free, so I'll enter the town, so I can recruit units. My first recruitment. Now you can see I've picked up a bit of gold along the way. Recruit units. Now the first one is a free pick, so I get 3 sort of random ones. So I've got the These are all common. So we've got crackshot crossbows, which have got a bit of defence. So they've got a little bit more defence, weapon strength, speed, leadership, range of 50, accuracy of 75, missile strength 12, ammunition 750, and then a charge bonus. What does that compare to our guy? Let's have a look at this one. The melee attack is lower. The defense is lower. The weapon strength is lower. Speed is higher. So the crossbows guys are slow. Range the crossbows are much shorter range. Accuracy, the crossbows are more accurate. Missile strength, the crossbows are stronger. And yeah, that's all okay. In terms of the sort of the labourers through here, we've got the melee attack of 32, defence of 32. This compares fairly strongly to these guys. So levy swordsman in through here with what we've actually then got is the so these have got the 32, 32, 28, 30. So this is 32, 38, 32, 28. Their speed is lower at 25. And so they're very, very similar just to our sort of shield type units. We've got these guys here as well, which have got the range that they've got is only 50 as well. I think we might take a crackpot crossbow, bring those into the mix, and I can, if I wanted to, go and recruit more units for 10. Yep, so I could actually spend some money there, but I won't do it. I'll just leave that one. I can also deposit gold there for my future runs if I wanted to, but I'm just going to go and leave that. So we'll continue on now. We've got a choice after this next skirmish as to where we go. So I can't go back. These are all now closed off to me with everything that we've actually then got. So let's just go back into this particular one. You can reorder your units by clicking and dragging cards. Yep, so that's fine, which is essentially what we've done through here. I don't know if that makes any real difference. Oh, that's going to be where things actually end up in the list of things. Yeah, that's okay. If you have a unit you no longer want, you can disband them by clicking on the unit card and then selecting disband. Okay, cool. It's a nice little game. One developer did this, just one guy. Very, very nice. And so this is now a bigger skirmish. So this time we've got a few extras that we didn't see there before. So we've got the dire wolves, which we've found that we've been able to sort of deal with, particularly with our pikemen. The pikemen have been very good against them. We've got some goblin rabble, which we're coming in behind. There's also dire riders. So these are going to, so they're going to be hitting anti-infantry, shielded, large, and outrider. So they've got a stronger melee attack, stronger defense. So these are going to have to be ganged up on. We've got armored dire wolves here as well. So we've got two difficult units. Alright, let's see how we go. I'm tempted to bring this guy back in as well for this fight. So I've got both of those. Let's do it. Let's just bring those in as well. We're going to have to get some flanking shots on these. Excuse me. So we'll fight the battle. Now we know that they're going to be trying to flank. What's that? Goblin camp. +5 melee defense for enemy units. I don't know if we can kill that. We're not going to be able to get to it anyway. I haven't seen these in the game before. Not sure how that one works, but maybe it just applies to the actual battle itself. So these goblin rabble, I want them sort of off to the side. So I'm just going to move them back down in here. I'm going to keep these guys a bit closer up. And you on this side. And we'll just do what we can with these, I think. So we'll start the battle again. Yeah, so we've got double groups coming in now. And really these guys here can't be, they've got to be protected. That's good. We've got one on their own there. So who have we got? This is just dire wolves. They're going to be destroyed very, very quickly. We've got the dire riders are coming through the middle here. So I'm not sure what they're going to be doing. They're going to be looking to. They could be switching around to try to hit a flank. These guys are coming in as well to hit the flank, and then we've got the armored dire wolves at the back. Once they get in range of the crackshot crossbows, they should decimate these fairly well. The trouble is going to be the flanking shots that we end up with. I think we have to just watch a little bit more. Yeah, they're coming in from an angle. So I'm now just going to charge these. And at this stage, I'm going to charge these as well. I'll keep them back where they are. Now this is going to get in behind us, unfortunately. So I have to figure out what to do here. Hopefully we'll catch them, and then we'll be able to do something against these. We're not doing enough damage to this one just yet. They've been decimated. I've smashed them completely. We're hitting these. We've almost got these now done. So these are attacked in the flanks. They did actually get to do the attack, and these ones as well have been attacked in the flanks. So it looks like we've done a good job there with just these levy swordsmen. But these ones here are going to be the trouble. These armored dire wolves. So let's hit them with those. These guys can now switch to this group. And we'll actually hit these now as well with those. So we'll then deal with these afterwards. They've been wiped out. We'll hit those now as well. And they've now also been hit in the flank. Okay, we're doing okay here. Even these little goblin guys are they're probably going to lose. Oh, they've actually taken them. Alright, now we've got the goblin rabble coming as well. These have also now been hit in the flank, have they? They're running away. They're close to running away. I better go and smash those. These have now also been hit. There's no keyboard shortcut, I don't think. I'm going to have to look up for this one and see if I can sort of find anything. Can I hit that one? No, I can't. Let's just rush across this side to lend support. So the group that we have here is struggling a bit. So they're exhausted. So that's what we're sort of seeing up through this other side. These guys are actually still operational. I can actually tell them what to do. So fire at will mode, volley fire. Let's go to melee mode. Smash these now. These are running, I think. They seem to be okay as well. They're running across as well. So the trouble is going to be this one here. They're now running away. They're trying to escape. And we should hit these in the flank. Almost got them destroyed. Why aren't they doing melee? We've got the victory done. So anyway, that's fine. Just load it back up again with the sound. Enemy host defeated, but we did take some damage there. So, Freddock saying the unit sheets are almost exactly the same as the tutorial pop-ups, so I don't mean to disparage, but it's blatant at the point that it feels like they're infringing on paint of some kind. I'm not sure what you mean. I really don't know what you mean. I find this really quite a unique little game. Concept is good with it being a roguelike, but it just needs a lick of paint in some areas. Well, it's only a single developer. You've got to give credit for that. Okay, we did actually pick up these die writers, so we'll definitely grab those. I'll throw them into the reserves. This one here is actually pretty good now for what it's doing. Let's move that back in, this one back into the reserves as well, which allows them to heal up. So that's sort of been done. So Springplate saying, let's see of those crossbows can pierce that armour. Yeah, well, they did a good job. It's hard to sort of tell exactly what the stats were. In fact, I don't know if there is sort of stats at the back end, which would be good if there was sort of more expanded stats for the various units. Plus a little bit there, a fair bit there. Actually, what does that do? Rename unit. Oh, there we go. We can rename units. I hadn't seen that. So we've got disband. Yeah, so that's good. And this is prestige. Combines 3 of the unit type heals. So it combines 3 of unit type heals unit to full health. Yeah, I'm not sure how we use that prestige. I'm guessing they must pick up prestige as they fight. There's prestige 1 there. So if I had a third one, is that what it needs? Combine 3 of unit type. Heals units. Yeah, okay, so it must be that you can actually then make sort of like even stronger units. Let's just go continue. So, we've got a couple of goodie huts coming up. So let's go to those. We'll just make our way down to this unknown area. So we can spend money on different things. So I've got an alchemist potion, instantly gain 5 gold. Why not? It's can I make use of it? Drink. Here we are. We're up to 20. Guarantees the next die roll to be a 20. Okay, that's 12 points for that one there. So this is choose one tier 3 unit. So that's an expansion pack. Choose a tier 2 unit, booster pack, and a starter pack in through here. And then we've got a tier 4 unit there for 20. I think I might do this one. And what else do we have over here? 1 gear item. These can be useful. They're a bit random. But let's go and grab one of these tier 3 units. So we get to choose. So these are higher level. So these are the Black Eagle Halberdiers. Anti-large armoured. Now, having another pikeman unit would be pretty useful. So the armour is 70 on this one. The Imperial Templars, back in through here, are rare. These are all rare items. Armoured, stalwart, heavily shielded. So that's all good. And then we've got the Ironman regiment in here, through here with his more ranged ability. I think I need more defence, so I'm going to go and grab this guy. So he's now part of the group. We've still got 10 left. I could get even another one. I think it's going to be better than the gear. Let's get a tier 2 and see how we go. We could actually flesh this out, this army right out. So who do we have this time? The Kaiser Cannon. Armor piercing, anti-large. We've got the Arbalisters, and we have the Heartbound Knights. These are shielded and large. I think getting some knights would be good as well. We've got these now as well. And they are very, very similar when we look at their stats. Yeah, let's get these just for flanking. So that gives us an actual cavalry unit. And I can still get even another one if I wanted to, but let's not worry about it. That'll do us for now. So we'll go continue. And from there we then just head into these areas in here where we have to roll a dice. So we have to roll above a certain number to then be able to so burn the village to prevent the spread of disease. Avoid. So this one here is avoid the place like the plague. Success, unit health. Failure, there is Failure as unit health becomes positive, I guess, but let's just avoid it. We just have to roll more than 3 on a 20-sided dice. A 1. I can modify this. Can I? Modify with gold. No, I don't have enough gold to modify it. The Plague Village, so we missed that one. We just have to accept the result. So, minus 20 unit health. Wow, that hurt. That hurt a lot. So that's really not good. So that was a problem. So I shouldn't have spent all that money. I've got another one here. So this one here, we've got a ignore their plea is the only one. I don't want to be doing anything where it's going to... And we've got 7 gold now. 8, yeah, so we won that one. So we'll just accept it. Okay, we got a bit of unit health back, only a little bit, not enough. Screenplay, so maybe you can use Shift or Control plus numbers to set a unit shortcut. Yeah, I'll have to have a look and see. We're just going to continue. Hi, Thor Nellerman, how are you going? So, tabletop in PC games, so much meta, yes. All right, so we'll just go continue. Now, we do have 2 castles we can go and visit. Green Tide, or we'll go the Elves, I think. This is a garrison. We can either fight the garrison to loot gold and do other things if we wanted to, but in this case, we're just going to enter the town. This is a level 2 town. Town information, varying size and wealth, which determine the number of units that can be recruited and the amount of gear, etc. So let's just enter the town here. And so we always have our first unit playing as this particular group, but the first one is always free for us. So I'm just going to go into here. So we have forest spirits, which have got these are forest dwellers. Units gains +5 melee attack when fighting in a forest. Actually, that's one thing I should have looked at to see what was coming up. This is the guard units again. I really do like having the actual guard, more the sort of pikeman type units. I don't think I need any more of these. Armor piercing and armored. I'm going to go that way. And then we'll just leave. So we have some loot boxes. Now, I can go back and do 2 loot boxes, then we can have this one over through here and pick up another unit if we need to. Oh, hang on, no, we've got to do this one first. So we will be fighting in the forest. Yes, we've got a forest fight there. That's in the forest. This is out in the plains again. We finish off in the plains. We've got a couple of fights in the forest. Actually, I should have checked that, because that will dictate a lot about what you end up doing, I would guess, in your actual run. Yeah, so if we go, that's the Green Tide. Maybe better still just to go Green Tide at the back end there, which means going through these 2 here, I think. Pick up more stuff this way. So we'll just move forward. Okay, we've got a lot that's going on here. So we've got ourselves 3 lots of archers. So these are orc stalkers. These are just goblin scrap shooters. These are still only tier 1. These are goblin lobbers, which are I think get fired from artillery. Sorry, I didn't have a look, did I, to see if I could actually find a way through. If I just have a quick look and see, what do we have? So this is the settings. Okay, so this is all the different stuff you can do. Cloth simulation. Debug mode. Skip chest animations. It all looks pretty good. Okay, trip controls. So yes, you can do this. So you can group units. Reposition selected units is Alt. Okay, that's cool. Pause. Oh, it does say space, but that's not working. So that isn't doing what it's supposed to do. I might just see if I can change the keyboard shortcuts. Group units, pause is P, show unit movement is space. Yeah, I can't actually change it. When I press space, it doesn't do anything. Oh, so P is pause. So guard mode. I haven't looked at this enough, have I, really? That's the resolution. I'm only doing this at 1080p. Yeah, that's okay. I'll just leave that one where that is. It's the sound. We'll just move the music down again. So the information, this is actually pretty good. So you can sort of see exactly what you can do. I should have looked at this before I did anything else. There's the different unit modifiers. Combat, melee versus melee defense. Armor mitigation there as well. Charging. So charge bonuses. Morale. Yep, so what decreases morale? Sustaining casualties, losing melee combat, terrifying squads, nearby allies retreating and being flanked. Excuse me, that's all good as well. So flanking attacks, we've been doing a few of those. So there we go, indicators dealing flanking damage, being attacked in the flank. Actually, this is very, very, very clean and simple, the way it sort of does work. Action buttons, so withdraw squad, cancel command, guard mode. Archer specifics. So I don't know why I couldn't do this melee mode. That didn't work. Now it is a demo and it's actually an early release demo that I've actually got as well. So I'm guessing certain things may not be wanting to work all that well. Volley fire, fire at will mode, rapid firing mode. That's probably actually more what we want, to be honest, by default. Auto target. If no current target is set, unit will seek out new targets. It's okay. Next is shields. So 35% chance to block missile attacks from the front. So these are more the defensive stance. So sacrifice damage for superior blocking. So that's going to be back in here. So I should actually see more of these. Then anti-large. Anti-large will brace when not moving or charging. Negating large units collision damage. Okay, that's cool. This is our pikeman. So again, that's all works pretty well. Really good little game. It's nicely done, isn't it, for a lone developer like this? So we've got a few large units through here. These are trolls. So these are armor-piercing, large, terrifying, and swamp creatures. So let's see how we go. So we've now got a lot bigger group than what we have. Now I'm guessing that fighting in the water is going to be a negative. But I don't know if that's going to be the case for a swamp creature. I'm going to move the cavalry out. So I'll move them back out here somewhere. So with the two guys in here, which are set to balance stance, defensive stance. So sacrifice damage for superior blocking. I should have looked at this because that would have been handy last time. Then we've got these Arendal guards, and I'm thinking that these are going to be even stronger again when we have a look at them. It's not a hell of a lot stronger actually. These are armored with armored piercing. These are just shielded. Thanks for the subscription there, Cygnus. That's very much appreciated. Hitting the question mark. Actually, I didn't do that, did I? No, nothing there. So we can actually set up groups, but again, I don't think I really need to. These are all just the information. I think the cavalry is going to be better on this side. Let's just move them over that way. That one really should be frontline troop. So So we've got the Black Eagle halberdiers in through here, which are the elite of the elite. We've got the other spearmen, the other sort of pikemen there. I think I'll just move these down onto here. And I think if we're not going to have to move them very much. I'm going to assume that the other guys will sort of need to do. This will probably be where the attack comes in, I would guess, but we'll see how that sort of works. Okay, let's just start the battle, and then we'll just pause and just see what we're up against. All right, so these trolls, they're beelining towards this part of the river, so we need to move up. So we're just going to move. What I'll do is I'll just go and shift click. Can I grab groups of them? What's happened there? I can only get one. What's this little place? Didn't get to really sort of see what this one did. This looks like another goblin camp. Why can't I change that one? Maybe because it's paused. Oh yeah, there we go. Get these to attack in the flank. So they've crossed there. That's now been hit pretty hard. Okay, they're losing in there. We're doing okay in this side. Let's chase these down. In fact, let's get rid of those lobbers. They're the ones causing the damage. They're running. They're going to run. Now, what do we have here? We've got the terrified. Okay, so this is because they're fighting trolls. So they're still terrified as well. These guys are okay. These are my elite, the Arendal Guard. These guys are still doing okay. These trolls. We lost a lot there with those guys. Okay, they're missing those because they've already given up. All right, there we go. This goes the charge. They're running away. says that we've been hitting the flank from these guys. Shouldn't have been the case. So they're running. So this one over here. That should be a flank charge. So they're exhausted now, the cavalry. For some reason they're still able to stand up in combat there. It's all the blood, I guess. Oh, and the question mark on the world map. Okay, we'll have a look and see what that is. So, yeah, so SP Farmer is saying demo available on Steam, real game planned release date Q2 2026. Yeah, so now this demo that I've got is going to, like, if you download the demo today, yes, you can play it, but you'll be playing an older version. So just be aware of that. In a couple of days' time, the version I'm playing will be the one that you then have access to. So, so it will update in a couple of days. I've sort of got like a special build to be able to sort of show off what's coming in the Steam Next Fest. Now, we did take a bit of damage there, but that's still not too bad. I don't think we lost any actual units. So the demo I'm playing is version 0.2.16.1. There is actually a devlog in there about when they're going to be releasing that one. Oh, here we go. We've got this one here. It's down to 1. Throw that one in there. Okay, artillery units can cause friendly fire, so we've got that one there. Just going to continue. Now, question mark. Where was it? I mentioned there was a question mark here somewhere. Is this it? Somewhere? Not seeing any question mark. Oh, that. Do you mean that unknown? Oh, that's a. That's just random. Yeah, that could be anything randomized. So I'm going to go through the middle now and pick up a bit more loot. I'll switch these guys out, put them into the mix. Didn't take too much damage there, which is good. So let's move down this way. We'll open. What do we get? Prestige, a random unit when sold. Not sure what that does. Prestige, a random unit. Okay, well, let's just see what happens. That one there just got prestige, went to level 2. So, so that one has actually now gone up. This is one of our originals. It is now a level 2. So this one's going to then do better damage, better effects. Let's go to this one. We'll open. And first consumable of the shop is free. Okay, well, we're going into a shop next, I think. So Costco card. All right, so we now have which direction we want to go. If we go this way, we don't have. We can have 2 fights after this shop, and then we still come back down into the Green Tide. I think we don't really need any more units, but we may sort of look to see where we end up with the actual units that we end up having. So I might get rid of some of the cheaper units, and we'll just see what we end up getting back over here.
How can I help you?
Because I can get the first consumable of a shop is free, I'm assuming it's this one here. Buy in bulk and save. Oh, it's these. These are consumables. Unit in a bottle. What does that one do? Adds a random unit to your army. Increases prestige of unit by 1. All right, let's get that one. That one looks like it's going to be more valuable to us. So what do we have? We've got the rune. It fills all your empty potion slots with random potions. And this one here is prestige potion. So we've already got, that one's already tier, this is tier 1. That one's tier 1. Actually, the halberdiers are only tier 1 as well. Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? That's the one that we want to have leveled up. There we are. So he is now level 2, which will give him even more power. I can grab another level 3, another tier 3 unit. Or, who don't we want? I think I'll keep my originals. I'll keep that one as well. The field pikemen have been great. These, I think we can ditch them if we wanted to. We haven't really used the dire riders yet. And these as well. So, do we right click on them? Yeah, no, we just do this one, disband the unit. Confirm. Just keep that in there. Keep those. This one here I'm thinking I could disband as well. So we're getting close to the final battle, really. And I want to have fairly strong units in the group. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep this one around. I think I might ditch this one as well. It did a lot of damage, but I'll just leave it there. So, it gives me 2 more slots. So I can do 1 each of those. It's a random unit in a bottle for 6. Don't know what that is. I don't know why it's jumping around. It's the collision area is not quite working. Anyway, let's just go and get ourselves a tier 3. And we've got the Imperial Templars, the Black Eagle Halberdiers again. So I could get 2 of those, a second one. Actually, the melee attack here is good, so maybe we'll get the Imperial Templars. And I think I'll throw in another. Let's just pop you back in there as well. Just get one of these, a tier 2. And at the moment we've just got 1 cavalry, so I can get more of these knights. All right, that'll do us. Okay, so we'll go and continue. So we've got a few different battles coming up. So again, we're now in the forest, I think. Got fight battle. Yes, I know it's in the plains. Clear skies. Whole range of different stuff coming. Now I'm starting to run out of time, so I'm going to have to probably play a few auto battles. We want these off on the flank. Throw you in there. Press G with those. Yeah, so they become a group. Okay, so I can press Shift and then group these. If I need to. There we are. I don't know if I'll end up using that one, so let's just start the battle. His lobbers are still doing the job. Oh, geez, I didn't even see these guys. Did they come in from the side? They must have spawned in the side here somewhere. Let's go after those. We didn't hit them in the flank. Yeah, these cavalry are absolutely smashed. I'll take out those. They've run away. Dealing with those, that's good. They're nice, short, sharp little battles, aren't they? They're good. They're running. So it's only this bit left. These get decimated by the artillery. Like saying, just finished the story in Menace, was fun and hoping more stuff is coming soon. Having a blast trying out Space Gun at the moment. Yeah, that's a great little game too. So many good games coming out. I've got so many games lined up for the next week. It's I'm glad I could squeeze this one in. Like it's I didn't have very much time today, but it's this one's a good little game to show off because you can sort of show it fairly quickly. There we go, victory. Enemy host defeated. What's the butcher's bill that we had? Oh, that's interesting. You gain interest on your gold at the end of every turn. I don't want that. So I'm just going to go rest the army. Oh, hang on. I haven't been looking at these. I've just been looking at this one thing. We can ransom captives, so we can get another +5. I didn't realise we could do this one. The Omen of Famine. So earn 1 bonus interest for every empty gear slot. And rest the army, so plus 20% unit health. I think that's going to be the useful one, so that will just get people up a bit higher up. These knights can switch out for those guys. Everyone else is pretty good. Yeah, I didn't even realise that. There's so much I'm missing in this game, but it's a very, very cool game. So we're getting close here. I'm going to start to just do some auto battles, I think, just because I'm running out of time and I want to see what the boss battle's like. So I'm just going to auto resolve this one. Now the weather is rain. There we go. Enemy host defeated. We're doing okay here. Let's just go with now we've got Northern Looters, doubles the loot from sacking towns. We're not going to do that. Rest the army up again. That's good. That's good. That's good. We'll just continue, and then we'll just go into the town here. Now, which one do we want to go to? Who would we want to get rid of? Probably that one there. Let's disband that unit. Confirm. Let's go this way. Into the town. This is like a high-level town. Recruit units. These are veal piercers. What do these do? Armor piercing outriders. Range 120. Yeah, let's do that. And where should we place them? I like all the melee guys that we've got. I think I'll replace one of these guys. I mean, these are ranged as well. It gives me three good ranged units. I've only got one cavalry. That's okay. We will leave. So this then becomes the boss battle. I think I've got time to play this one out. So we've got some higher level units now. So this is we've got just some scrap shooters, rabble, impalers. Then we've just got one of the riders, more impalers there. Then we've got the flesh rendered fanatics. This is iron gut enforcers and meat grinders, which is legendary. So this is like a legendary unit. Armored outrider backstabbers. So we're going to be mindful of what these guys can then go and do. I'm not sure what backstabber does. So anyway, let's rain reduces your archers. Yeah, it's clear skies this time. So that was just from the previous one. All right, let's get into it. So we'll fight the battle. Now, what does that one do? Can't tell. They certainly have an area of effect, but I'm not sure what it does do. It looks like it's sort of a watchtower, +5 accuracy for player units. Okay, that's good. So we've got our these are still a little bit injured. Again, the cavalry, I just want to have it on the side somewhere just to take things out. This time I'm going to have a good look around the battlefield. Just make sure there's nothing that comes in from the side here. So we've got all of these different units. We've got the these are the crackshot crossbows, peasant bowmen, and then we've got the these veal piercers. Let's just leave them there. It must be the area of effect. That must be sort of like an area of effect that it has. So by moving those in there, and those in as well, it'll give them some abilities from this region. All right, let's start the battle, and we'll just pause and see what we can see. So these guys have got like a very, very long range. So we do actually have the dire riders are coming through there. But they're not the ones. They're not the ones. Where's the... Oh, there they are, the meat grinders. Alright, so that's who we're going to have to destroy ultimately. So we'll need to sort of get in behind them. These other guys I'm just going to keep in the line. And then we'll start to smash these in the flanks once we sort of get close enough. So we'll just go this side. So they'll be taken out. They should be able to weather this storm without any real problem, because they've got halberds. Let's go for the big guys at the back. You know what I've done wrong? I have left my cavalry in the wrong spot. I need to get in behind these other guys if I can. So we need to go up against these legendary guys. They're going to cause some big issues for us. Now we've got wave upon wave coming through this other side. Maybe we'll just use the cavalry, move them up to here, and then just do a shift click to attack that way. And we'll just hit each of these in turn. We need to try to do some damage against these legendary guys if we can. We need to break these as quickly as we possibly can. No one's being hit on the flank. There we go. Flanking shot now against the meat grinders. That's what we need to do. That's good. Got flanking shots now with each of those. That's good. We just did a bit of a reposition. In fact, let's alleviate this one. So charging, and they've now been hit in the flank. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're smashing them now. So that's the meat grinders have gone already, and they were legendary. These guys are running as well. Okay, we've smashed those. Let's go this way now. Actually, let's keep on winding these up. It's hard to get the flag. There we are. Get rid of those. Now we've got that sorted, so we'll go after these. This thing is still struggling. The Orc Impalers are winning there. Okay, one of our units has exhausted all their ammo. Yep, they're going to run. They're gone. They've been destroyed. I think they're out of ammo. They've been hitting the flanks. They're out as well. That is basically it. So those field pikemen have been sort of destroyed. There we are. Just this one little group left. The Iron Gut Enforcers. There we go, victory. So that's now a full run through the group. Let's now see what we get. The battles are really nice and short and sharp, which is great. So that was good. What do we win? What do we win? I want to see what unlocks in the demo. Do we only get to play as that group? So from here, now that is the end of the thing. So if I go and, I'm guessing if I just go and get the money at this instance, I don't think I have to. I think I will rest the army. Just, I'm not sure what happens next after this one here. Act 1 complete. There we go. Choose a reward. So we have Rare Builder, reduces the cost of rare unit packs by 3. Okay, that's pretty cool. Ring of the Elven King, so ranged units gain +4 missile strength. Common Builder, so reduce the cost of common packs by 1. Ranged units gain armor piercing, not bad. Cauldron sells for the combined value of the other gear. Diamond tipped arrows. That's got to be worth it, doesn't it? Let's just place that in there, just go continue. Now, do we still take our army forward? Or do we sort of look at other things? Does that then sort of give us an unlock in the demo? Act 2, the security. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we do take our army forward. So it continues on. Now, I'm not going to have time to do this, but we then can sort of see, and I'm assuming that these are fights. If there's fights in through here, they will be in the forest, I would guess. So can't see anything else in the tavern there that's going to be doing much. But yeah, so we've then got another sort of run through to the final boss fight here. So the first one looked like we were just going up against greenskins. And so this one here, we must be going up against like a completely different group. I will see if I can save it. Can I save it? Often with demos you can't save. If I exit to menu, Control S or anything, no. I think it is just you've just got to run it through. Just try that. No, I'm not going to be able to have a look. But if you have a look and see who we're actually up against, oops, I should have had a double check here. So we're now actually going up against those more Eastern type fighters. So yeah, they start off fairly small, and we've still got our full army going in there actually, which is pretty cool. So it just extends on and on and on. Okay, so Streamplug saying add a few heroes and some story, and this would be a bit like the old Warhammer Mark of Chaos. I never played that, I don't think. So anyway, I'm going to I'll just auto resolve this one, and it's just a victory, and just get the unit health back up again. But demo complete. There we are. Okay, well that was it. Please review the demo. There we go. It's pretty cool, I got to say. So that was the case. We just need to do start one of the next. It promises so much, I guess, which is what sort of is in there. Chapters complete 17. Yeah, there we go. That was good. That was very, very good. So you got scores, you got troops recruited, etc., etc. It's high replay value, which I think is great. So awesome stuff. So you can then just do another run. So it's pretty short and sharp, which is great. But I do have to get going, guys. Roadmap, I'm not sure what that will then show us. So there we go. So Forest Elves. Okay, that's what people are this is a wishlist roadmap. So if the more people that wishlist it, the more they're going to start to add in other things in towards the end there. And 100,000, they're halfway there, is multiplayer. Yeah, okay. I love this. Like it's sort of just reading between the lines. It looks like the Discord server that they run, or that the guy runs, is very, very supportive of what he's doing, which is great. So anyway, that's Tabletop Tavern, which is like the term. I don't know if I like the actual name because it doesn't promise anything about what the actual game actually is. It's sort of, I mean, I guess it's tabletop mechanics to a degree, but it's yeah, it's interesting. And there we go. We've got the artillery has just been added in, so that looks like it's only just come in. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow, where I'll be playing Down with the Ship. So that's another demo, which is a pretty awesome little demo that's coming out as well. So anyway, I'll catch you guys then if you're around.